Hello everyone, welcome to tutorial on performing parasitic extraction from printed circuit board using Altair SimLab. In today's video, we'll walk you through the essential steps to accurately extract parasitic elements, which is crucial for optimizing the performance and reliability of your electronic designs. Alright, let's get started with our first step. Opening Altair SimLab and importing the CAD file of the PCB where we want to perform parasitic extraction. Begin by launching Altair SimLab. If you do not have it open already, find SimLab icon on your desktop or in your application folders and click to open. Once SimLab is open, we'll import the PCB CAD file. To do this, go to File menu located at the top left corner of the screen. Click on Import and then select CAD model. A file browser window will pop up. Navigate to the location where your PCB CAD file is saved. Select the file and click on Open. SimLab now will import the PCB CAD file and display it in Workspace. You should see your PCB model appear on the screen. Our net have lot of 3D objects. Let's deal with this by creating submodels. Select all objects belonging to a net that have a same prefix. And right click and go to Move to Submodel, create a new submodel. Here I am creating a submodel name as a ground. See, a submodel called ground is created. Same process is repeated for other objects with the same prefix. Here I have two prefixes named ground and drain. After creating the submodels, your assembly browser should look like this. You can see that I have two submodels called ground, drain, followed by some dielectric layers. Moving on to next step, we need to simplify the objects in the PCB and make it ready for parasitic extraction. Here we want to simplify the wires of both ground and drain. For this, click on the geometry, move to the body and use down arrows to select simplify bodies. Now we need to select the bodies that are need to be simplified. I want to simplify all the wires. So I am selecting all the wires of ground. Now I'll make sure that all of this are in cylinder before simplifying it into a box shape. For this, select the cylinder and click on apply. So repeat the same process like selecting the ground, all wires, and then click on the box and finally click on apply. You can see all the wires are converted into box shape. Repeat this process for drain wires too. Next step is to generate key planes. Key planes are planes parallel to each axis which enclose a body and ensure that its dimensions are kept as they are. To perform this option, select all the bodies, go to Mesh, click on Controls, finally select Key Planes. Now finally click on Apply to generate key planes. Now we can see that key planes are generated. To display the body colors back, you can go and use right click and use display in body color. After generating the key planes, next step is to mesh the model. To mesh the model of these types, one of the easiest and fastest approach is to do with the Cartesian hex mesh. For this, you need to select all the bodies, Go to Mesh. Select 3D Mesh options. Select Hex Mesh. Finally, select the Cartesian Mesh. And you can see all the input bodies are selected and displayed over here. Finally, click on Apply for the mesh. Now we can see the entire model is meshed using the Cartesian mesh. Next, we merge all the bodies that belong to the same nets and apply materials. To merge the meshed bodies, select ground. We need to mesh all the ground objects. For this, go to Geometry, select Body option, finally select Merge Bodies. Now we can see that all the objects in the ground are merged. Similarly, merge drain too. As discussed earlier, now we need to create and assign materials. To create materials, use Analysis option, finally select Material, and you can see a pop-up window called Create Material appears. Now I want to create a material of copper, which comes under the category of metal. So I am selecting metal as the class here, and I am renaming it as a copper. Now I need to change the electrical properties of the copper accordingly. So I want to adjust the electrical resistivity of the copper with 1.75 into 10 power minus 5 ohm into millimeter. I can adjust this simply by editing. Click on Apply. So we created a material named copper. Similarly, we need to create another material FR4, which is a dielectric and been used for all the dielectric layers. To create dielectric material, we need to select the class as dielectric, rename it as FR4. Finally, adjust the magnetic properties like relative permittivity. Here I want relative permittivity to be 3.8, so I am changing it into 3.8 and then click on Apply. In this way, we create two materials. One is copper and another one is FR4. Now we need to assign copper and FR4 for the bodies. So to assign copper and FR4, go to Assembly Browser, select ground via, move the cursor towards your right. You can see a material option here. Select the material as copper. Similarly, you can assign copper to drain by dragging towards your right. Go to Material, select copper. Finally, for the dielectric materials, we can assign them as FR4. In this way, we need to assign materials to all the bodies. After assigning the materials, we need to finally create a solution. To create a solution, go to Solutions, select Electromagnetics, and select Parasitic Extraction. A pop-up window appears on your screen. Now select all the bodies where we need to apply the parasitic extraction. Now I want my simulation type to be set as impedance computation and I want a linear step. Finally, I need to adjust my minimum and maximum frequency and number of steps. Here I am considering my minimum frequency as 100 Hz and maximum frequency as 100 kHz and the number of steps as 20. Finally, click on OK to create the solution. After creating a solution, now you can see options under Solution Browser. Let us see whether all the bodies are considered in the parasitic extraction. To check this, we need to double click on the mesh in the Solution Browser. Now we can see that all the bodies are selected under Select Bodies. After making sure that all the bodies are selected, now we'll adjust the solver settings. To adjust the solver settings, we can go to Solution Browser and select Solver Settings. Or we can go to PE Workflow in the menu and then choose Solution Settings and finally select Solver Settings. Now the pop-up appears on your screen. Here I doesn't want to include parasitic capacitive effects in my simulation, so I am setting it to false. Also, I want to reduce the computational time, so I am increasing the stopping tolerance. Finally, click on OK to save settings. Now, next step is to define ports. Here I want to extract the inductance of drain net. So port placement should be as follows. For port placement, go to PE Workflow, select the port, and now select your input and output phases. Click on Apply. Now we should able to see the port under Loads and Constraints in Solution Browser. Now finally click on Solve from the PE Workflow tab. The solution will start solving and the results icon will turn from yellow to green. SimLab will take some time to solve this model. Once if the solving is completed, as I mentioned earlier, we can see that icon turned from yellow to green. Now to plot the characteristics, right click on results, go to view 2D plot, select Z magnitude port since I want to plot Z magnitude. Finally click on create curves. Now you can see the Z magnitude versus frequency plot. And here this plot represents accurately the amplitude of impedance of an inductor. Since the behavior is assumed to exclusively inductive, we can assume that the magnitude of impedance equal to inductive reactance, which allows us to calculate the inductance. Let us now obtain capacitance. Since we don't need to set up a solution from scratch, we can just simply right-click on the solution browser, go to parasitic extraction, right-click, select duplicate. You can see a duplicate model of parasitic extraction copy is created here. Now, do not forget to adjust the solver setting. Now, open the solver settings. Finally, enable the include parasitic capacitive effects and click on OK. We also need to redefine the port. Select port, Now deselect the ports by clicking on them and finally select suitable input phase. Similarly, select output phase too. Finally, click on OK. Now click on Solve to solve this model. You can see again the result icon turned to yellow. And also you can see in the output window that started solving parasitic extraction copy. After waiting for a couple of minutes, we can see that the model is solved. Now to view the plot, go to Results, right click, go to View 2D plot. Finally click on Add option and select Z magnitude of port 2. Click on Create Curves to view the graph. Now you can see the parasitic capacitance is plotted as well. Using the graph, we can compute the capacitance. In this way, we can find out parasitic inductance and parasitic capacitance of the given printed circuit board. Finally, do not forget to save your model. Thank you for watching this video.